go. Come on, something. Come on.
Swing and a miss.
There's a lot of spunk.
Don't throw it wide.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. Tonight we have some more AAA semifinal action for you, and it's going to be me, Dwayne, starting things off with some color commentary, and no Hummus doing the play-by-play for us. Joining me this evening, Hall of Famer, fellow league office member. How you doing, Hummus? We got another series kicking off tonight.
Yeah, AAA semifinals here. One of these teams is going to go to the World Series, and this is going to be very interesting. One hasn't reached the big game. The other one reached it last season, and I believe they won it. I don't remember. Did they win it all, or did they just advance, make it to the finals?
Yeah, so if you weren't with us last season and you need to know a little bit of the background story, Chronic Lies managed to get to the semifinals for the second time in their AAA career. And what's unique about that is most players that have, what Chronic Lies did last season was reach the World Series after subsequently reaching that semifinal, and they lost the World Series to Squiggle Jones as the runner-up. So Chronic returned to AAA for this season, ended up as the 6th seed, and now has fought their way through the playoffs into the semifinals once again. So a repeat offender or performer, whatever you want to call them, in the semifinals and fighting for another World Series berth. That's something we've never seen before in the AAA. Usually, those players usually either maybe take a hiatus or they graduate to the XBL. So this is new for us here, and Eduardo is the man who's going to be taking on that playoff experienced Chronic, and that's where we go into our keys to the game, where we allude a little bit to most improved and the season 11 runner-up.
Yeah, like you said, them sort of having a lot of playoff experience. And, I think that'll really play a big role tonight into being able to either get out of holes or being able to maintain your momentum. And I'm just excited to see how they're able to use their experience in these playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be really interesting to see how Chronic utilizes that. And then it's not to discredit Eduardo. He's been in the playoffs before, but he's never made it this far into the dance. This, I believe, is his 4th season with us in the AAA. So now he's finally made it to the semifinals. And he's got, a lot of experience in Super Mega Baseball itself in its own right. And that's where we kind of work into the third key to the game, which is the long game. And that's something that Eduardo has always excelled at. And, if you see that word on the screen and we're talking about Ed, we're alluding to the starting pitchers and his aversion to using that bullpen of his. And will Chronic be able to break those starters down and get into Ed's pen and maybe make some noise?
Yeah, Eduardo's he's one of those players who are really known for just getting the most out of their starters as much as he can before moving into the bullpen with maybe his 1 or 2 aces there. And I think for Chronic he's really gonna have to break through this starting pitcher early. Maybe take some pitches, not try to be aggressive, and then let him work up that count, and then maybe get into that bullpen early and make something happen.
Absolutely. It's going to be exciting to see how this one pans out. Games 1 and 2 of this AAA semifinal, and 85 batting ego, 90 everything else, coming at you in just a few moments. Hang tight with us.
All right, good evening, everyone. We go into game one here of the AAA semifinals here. Chronic Lies versus Eduardo. Looks like the Sirloins will be home here at Red Rock Park. Dwayne, what do you think about the stadium? How it will play into how each team plays?
Well, you know, Red Rock going to be one of the smaller parks you can pick under XBL's stadium list, so it's going to be the small factors, and this is the home field advantage park for the series as we see Chronic disregard anything and just get one right up the middle to start off the series. We got the widescreen coming at you too for tonight from Eduardo's perspective here at Red Rock, so all things looking a little bit stretched, but good start for Chronic.
Yeah, it was a bit odd to see, but eventually your eyes get used to it. Swings of that one, goes back to make it a 1-1 count, and they'll throw it back to first in time. Safe. 1-1 count, and swings that one. That's going to go to Cook. Throws the second, and it will be a double play. Runner just left hanging there. Now we got Zoe Toblum coming up here with 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Toblum, yeah, can swing the bat. I was going to say, she made some noise last season in the AAA playoffs, if you saw any of those games. And here she is once again, trying to start off big.
Manny Banuelos about to reach his 10th pitch of the night and swing and a miss for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning, although we had a double play mixed in there. Go to the bottom of the first. Sirloin's looking to get things going.
Yeah, it's a good start for Ed. You know him. He wants to try and keep you off the board early and then get some early runs. You know, he's got hammer long ball out in the leadoff position, ready to get things started.
Ooh, this one looks like it's gonna go into the shortstop's glove for out number 1. Next up is Costanza with the outside pitch tree.
You gotta love the little character flair that Ed gives his Sirloins player. You know, Cat Stanza changed to Costanza. Gotta be a Seinfeld homage.
Ooh, and that one's ripped up right up the middle. So runner on first now with only 1 out. And up next we'll have Preston Anonymous. No name change there, but I think that name is too cool to be changed. Oh, wow. Talk about, being right on the line there may have actually spooked the Eduardo there. And that one looks like he hit the shortstop. He dropped in front. Oh, runner didn't go. I think he dropped, and it looks like that will still be in time for the runner to get to first. So no double play here. Boomer Carton up to bat.
Yeah, that play just took too long to develop, but there goes Eduardo. He's caught between first and second, and Chronic just going to take the ball over there with the pitcher to get an easy pickoff. So nothing doing for the Loins in the first.
Yeah, I don't know about stealing there, you know, with Anonymous on the base paths. Not a lot of speed there. And there's no real reason to really steal there either. Like, maybe he thought he had the pitcher timed, but gotta be careful when stealing with players who don't have a lot of speed.
Yeah, early in the game there to send that runner as we see Chronic start off the next inning with a single of their own. So, looking good for the Femme Fatales early.
Oh, and that one's rocked hard. This one went to left field. This one's easily out here. That's going to be a 2-run home run shot from the Femme Fatales to kick things off here. Wow, what an amazing shot. 390-footer.
Yeah, big homer on 85 ego, too. We've stepped it up a notch from 83. Chronic making it happen here in the second inning. Those are big early runs in a series like this.
Yeah, Manny Banuelos, he was doing good in the first, but now he's already tense after that 2-run shot. Looks like he gets that one. Those are the first in time for out number 1. Next up is Bertha Banks.
Yeah, this might be the most concentration of standard players in a series that we've ever had on prime time. Between the Femme Fatales, you know, and they have a few sprinkled throughout there, and then the Sirloins.
A couple players making their way from the SMB League.
Everybody just wants a piece of that XBL baseball.
Yeah, who doesn't? That's going to be a grounder right to the, well, not grounder, but it goes right to the catcher. This is the first in time for out number 2. Mojo back up for Manny Banuelos as Evelyn Wings comes up to bat.
Banuelos, the Manny K's clone, has been the ace for Eduardo all season, done a good job with him. Gets out of the inning with a nice changeup. Ed's always going to paint those corners, so Chronic's going to have to pick for strikes. Got a good homer, though, in the second. That was huge.
Yeah, you know, and Eduardo's style of play, he's not really an offense guy. He's known for his small ball, so This 2, that 2-0 relief may very well be all that the Femme Fatales need if he's able to contain this offense. But now we go into 0-2 count here with Boomer Carson up. That's a ball 1 to make it a 1-2 count. Now it's going to be hit to the left fielder. That's going to be caught for out number 1. And next up is Lloyd Cook.
Going to be an interesting factor in this series how Eduardo is pretty much strictly a contact swinger.
You know, now I don't think many people are really like strictly contact swingers either. You either got the usual all power, or you got some people who tend to like switch it up based on the situation. But now Eduardo, he stayed faithful to his contact swinging, and so far it helps him right there as someone goes over the infield with a runner on first now with only 2 outs here in the bottom second.
Yeah, you got to think you get to a semifinal in the AAA at 85 ego. You got to be doing something right, power swing or not.
Ooh, right down the middle, but doesn't look for it. Swing and a miss there late for a 0-2 count. Hits down foul, make it still 0-2 count. Ooh, check swing there. Good call as it's a 1-2 count. Doesn't check swing there. Shortstop gets through the first in time for out number 3. So we go now to the top of the third. Still a 2-0 lead with 9-1-2 coming up next.
Yeah, and you're seeing Eduardo able quickly to get to the ball with that contact swing, but he's not making a lot of solid contact just yet. That's what he needs to, you know, really get the ball rolling for himself and set the table.
And that was caught by Ballin for out number 1. Next up is Kyla Williamson. 1 for 1 today with a single. That goes outside for a 1-0 count. Ball 2 makes it a 2-0 count. Swings down hard. That one's going to go right into center field. Center fielder is able to get it. Runner's aiming for second. This will be a close call, and it will be in time for the runner. So a double there with the quick feet. Now Vivian Longbottom comes up looking to try to bring this runner home.
Huge hustle double with 1 out. Chronic knew they had speed on the bases, went right for it. You could see no hesitation there, and that meant the runner was getting in for sure. Now it looks like that'll pay off as we get a bloop single and an RBI. It's Femme Fatales 3-0 here in the first. Or first game of the series, excuse me.
Yep, that gamble definitely paid off there. Now I don't think many people would go for it in that situation, but they did, and as a result, look at that. They got a run for themselves. Pitch out there to make safe, though. That's going to be good rounds of singles. Shortstop's able to get it. Probably won't be able to get second, and throws the first, though, in time for out number 2. Next up is Carmel Anger, who had the single today.
That was a nice play by Ed and Willard Wiggins just to get 1 out, and that puts him 1 step closer to ending this inning with just the 1 run across. That one's hit hard to short. Great play again by Wiggins. Wow.
Yeah, Wiggins right there just making key stops there to prevent the Chronic from getting any more runs. Now we go to the bottom third, now 3-0.
Huge plays there. Sirloin shortstop putting the team on his back early in this game, trying to just make sure the lead doesn't get any worse than it already is.
That one's from third to first in time for round number 1. Next up is Manny Banuelos, the pitcher. Sorry about that. Now it's going to be hit to the right fielder. And just barely misses it there. No. Just didn't have enough speed, I guess. And now we got the pitcher on base. Interesting stuff can happen.
Yeah, first pitch swing from Eduardo there. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I'm just going to say he needs to run some deeper counts and work some harder contact because, you know, he got the benefit of the pitcher getting a single, but immediately gives up his leadoff hitter right there.
Yeah, you see that pitch coming out only at 24, and we're with already 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Unless he could get that pitch count to 30, that could definitely be a bit risky going forward. Ooh, that was it right through there. Oh, second baseman isn't able to get it. Oh, right fielder also isn't able to get it. So a couple diving miscues there, but the runner isn't able to advance past first. But Sirloin score, make it a 3-1 ball game.
Yeah, it's a big RBI for Eduardo. Now he's on the board. Ooh, and that one right on his reticle.
Oh,
Another one.
second time.
He's been sitting his reticle there. You'd think he'd be ready for the pitch if it manages to appear.
Maybe he just likes that part of the plate in general. This would be a 2-2 count. Ooh, that was it. Nice. That was good. I think gonna drop. Oh, it's the left fielder able to get it. Runners running third, heading home. That looks like it'll become a 3-2 ball game. Runners held up at second, and just like that, Sirloins have the tying run on second.
Yeah, it's big. Good little rally from Eduardo. Ooh, and he almost pushed that one fair down the left field line. Just fouled by a few feet with Cartone. This is a good 2-out rally he's got brewing. Chronic having some miscues in the outfield, needing to really tighten up. Maybe a bit of depth perception issues. Can't tell. It's hard. It's hard enough for us on the widescreen viewing end to tell where some of these balls are going to drop.
Ooh, that's gonna be a swing and miss there, or not swing and miss. I didn't see that. So out number 3, we go to the top of the 4th. Still 3-2 lead with Gina Torrance coming up. Home run earlier. Could be a low ball 1 to make a 1-0 count. That one's gonna be popped up to the second baseman for out number 1. Next up is Tate Malin, who's going 0 for 1 today.
Yeah,
Strike 1 outside. And you were saying?
I was going to say now Chronic's turn to try and set the table and find some runs. Got a couple of big shots early, but Eduardo looks to be settling in a little bit as we see Chronic fly out there.
Yeah, it looks like he's beginning to cool off here. As now Manny Banuelos looks like he's starting to get into a bit of a rhythm here. Oh, nice strike there. Just gets the corner. That's going to be hit into left field. That looks like he'll be caught in time for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning now. Bottom of the 4th. The Sirloins down 3-2.
This is big. These are the middle innings for Eduardo to really try and turn things around. Salas still does not have a very deep pitch count. Lloyd Cook disregards that, hits it right up the middle. Kyla Williamson with a great play and safe at first. Wow.
Yeah, just enough speed there. Now we got Damian Rush up. 1 for 1 today with a single and run on first, no outs. I think this is a solid situation for the Sirloins to get a run here. But it won't happen with Damian, as that one's gonna be caught by the fielder for out number 1. Next up is Willard Wiggins, 0 for 1 today.
I half expected Ed to drop one down there and maybe try and get a bunt hit with Rush and get Cook to second base. That would have been a big small ball play, but he neglects to do so. Swings at the first pitch, and now he's got to do something with Wiggins, who's already down 1-2 quickly.
Check swing there, 2-2 count, and I'm kind of expecting a steal here. I don't think it'll happen now with the pitch count, but that's what I was thinking going in. And wow, look at that, he does steal it after all. Just pops it up into left field, and that one's gonna be caught. Runners tags, or it's not tags up, but stays at first. Next up is Tish Ballin, 0 for 1.
Oh, another one right down the middle.
If Sirloins want to score more runs here, they have to be able to make contact on those pitches that they're getting. They're getting the right location for. That's beyond number 3. So no run scores here. We go to the top of the 5th, still 3-2.
About halfway through this game 1 of the AAA semifinals up here on 85 Ego. I mean, this is about as much as you could ask for, right, Hummus?
Sorry about that, but yeah, these two teams just going back and forth, Sirloins were down 3-0, but now they've been clawing back here. 1-run lead, anything can happen here.
Eduardo, interestingly, going with halfway instead of double play depth with a runner on first base. Gets a fly out, so there's 1 out in the inning, runner still on.
Eduardo likes to do these formations. Not really many people go with halfway, but Eduardo likes to go halfway depending on some situations.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of the halfway infield use. This one, though, double play depth should work out for him, and it does. Gets it done just in time.
Wow, it's a nice double play there. Now he goes in the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-2 lead here with the pitcher up. Some people would consider taking the pitcher out, but not Eduardo. And it looks like that faith in his pitcher will not pay off. I didn't think Williamson was that close.
Yeah, I thought for a second that was definitely falling in Bermuda's Triangle. It's got to be that widescreen playing a little bit of tricks on us. That one's ripped pretty good. Right at her, though.
Yep, Williamson gets it for out number 2. Next up is Costanza, 2 for 2 today with a singles and RBI. And that one's going to be hit first pitch. That one's going to throw him the first in time for out number 3 for a routine 1, 2, 3 inning. Go to the top of the 6th, still 3-2. Next up, Vivian Longbottom. That one's going to be hit to the... Oh, wow. What amazing dive there from Lloyd Cook. Reaches out for that one, nabs it for out number 1 here.
It is so crazy, like, the way the ball is carrying sometimes and the way you can dive on that plane. It almost feels like sort of snatching it out of thin air. He does a great job making that play, does Eduardo. And now he's got one down in the inning and a runner on first to deal with after that one gets bobbled a little bit.
Yeah, didn't seem like he really needed to dive there. It seemed like that dive actually hurt him more than helped. That's going to be strike 1 to make it a 0-1 count. Goes low to make it a 1-1 count. Hits that one to there for a 1-2 count. Ball 2 makes it a 2-2 count. That was going to be hit to Costanza through right past first baseman. Runners having third. That was going to be a close call, and this will be... Oh!
He was out.
I was about to ham that out call, but I guess we get called back there.
Yeah, for sure. That's a tough bobble at third base for Eduardo. He's got to try and roll a double play here. Chronic looked out here, and that one's on the ground to second. Cook onto Wiggins, over to first in time. Can you believe it?
Looks like the commenter's curse is kicking in, or blessing, depending.
Yeah, it depends on how you look on it.
Got exactly what he needed there. I like to think that was the SMB God's way of making up for that little bobble.
Definitely.
Ooh, that one's going right into center field, and fielders can't get to it in time as we have a leadoff single here. So the tying run is at first here with Boomer Cartoon up. Had to sign a hit today, but solid contact and power there to do something. Ooh, missed there for strike 1. Hits that one nicely right past the diving third baseman, so solid hitting here. Now runners have first and second. Lloyd Cook up to bat for 2 today.
Yeah, this is a dangerous hitter. There he is. He's dropping it down. I had a feeling Eduardo would try and sack these runners over. Let's see how Chronic responds. Ooh, tough bunt. He's going back for it. He is not shy. There it is. It's a good sacrifice.
You know, Eduardo, there's some people might like try to pull the trickery, maybe try to do the bunt last second to maybe try to get an ideal pitch for it, but not Eduardo. He's just letting the fielder. Whoa.
Whoa, indeed. She slides.
What did I just watch?
That somehow hit the ground, I think. She got the ball, didn't tag the runner that sort of phased through her. There was a little bit of tomfoolery that went on there, and a run does score. The game is tied, and an out was recorded on the play.
Oh yeah, I honestly thought I didn't even know what was happening there. So many just like interesting things there. As we get to out number 3 there, Sirloin scored 1 to tie this game up, going into the last third of this game. Still 3-3.
Yeah, and 8 hits apiece for either team. These players really putting the P in parity. If that's like a thing you say, I don't know.
We're pushing parity.
Oh, good play by Rush. He just bobbles it. There's been a lot of balls around the field just bobbled this entire game.
Seemed like Rush is trying to do a bit of an impression of the third baseman, but just didn't dive or slide good enough.
That's why they should start calling him Damien. Take your time. Let's not rush.
Yeah, he's not the speed demon like he was in his SMB days. Next up is Evelyn Wiggs with the runner on first with only 1 out here. Wow, that one's rocked into the right field. That one's gonna drop. Definitely a good drop. Al's going to score a run here to make it a 4-3 ball game. Runner heads for second, makes it in time. Runner heads home. And then just as I said, 4-3 lead here. Maltin Salas, the pitcher, up next.
That's huge for Chronic Lives, and we will see the pinch hitter here to try and continue this possible mini rally that he's trying to get started. It's Collins Kane coming off the bench. That was a humongous double.
And that was going to be foul ball, ripped quick 0-2 count here. That was going to be popped up to the shortstop, waves his hands up, and it looks like he'll catch it in time for out number 2. Next up is Kyla Williamson, 2 for 3 today, double single. Triple home run away from the cycle. And that was going to be hit hard in center field. That was going to back, and that one's gone. That's a home run here for the Chronic Lies. Wow, 6-3 ball game here. And just like that, the lead went from a tie to just like doubling the lead right there pretty much.
Yeah, big 3 runs. That was a humongous shot from Chronic there. Absolutely creamed that curveball. Eduardo needs an out now to try and get back in the box and remedy this.
Felt like that hit there is like, just as I was saying, oh, needed a triple and home run for the cycle. Gets the home run there, so we're already on cycle watch here. All we need is a triple, and this is Red Rock, so triple is definitely in the books.
You'd have to think maybe Chronic will get another at-bat with that player around the top of the 9th inning or so. Unless there's even more hitting to be done. Eduardo manages to get out of the 7th, but not before those 3 runs score.
Yeah, huge inning there, and now you got that superstar Maggie Trempleson coming up, and that was a quick sub. I didn't even get to see what happened. Actually, no one subbed out. I thought something happened. That'll be out number 1. Next up is Manny Banuelos, and I think that's where he wants to make the sub. Madoka Hayata will come in. Not a lot of power, but not needed for Eduardo.
Yeah, if you can get Hayata on, she's got good speed. You'd have to see him try and move her around the bases. He's already quickly down 0-2. He hits at the 3rd. It won't do it.
Yep, out number 2 there. So next up is Hammer Longbalo. 0 for 3 today. You know, a guy like with a lot of power and contact there. You really need to get him on base, and he will not get on base. 0 for 4 today. Going to the top of the 8th, and it looks like, what's her name? Linus Digby will come in. She'll look to shut down this Chronic Lies offense for the last 2 innings. And leading things off here is Carmel Anger.
Yeah, Digby not the first choice out of the Sirloin's pen. You have to think it's Sabrina, I believe. But Linus Digby going to come in, try and keep things where they are. Eduardo still has some time to work. 6 outs in this game. It's game 1 here of this semifinal, so, you know, Chronic in the driver's seat as it stands.
I don't know. I think he actually intended for Digby to come in since, you know, maybe he feels that he can, maybe with that low velocity, he can maybe throw off Chronic long enough and just keep him from getting anything. As that one's Cook, ooh, misses the dive there. Runner's going to hit the first, so not an error, but the fielder misses there, and as a result, runner on first, 1 out. Ball 1 outside makes it a 1-0 count. High count there makes it 2-0. Strike 1 inside makes it a 2-1 count. High pitch there makes it 3-1. Change up high for a 3-2 count. That's going to be low walk there, so runners in first and second now. And next up is Bertha Banks, 0 for 3 today. And runners in first and second, and this game is in like territory of about to be broken open. That was going to get hit into center field. Rush is able to get to it in time for out number 2. Runners stay at first and second with a nice throw to third base. Next up, Ashlyn Wiggins, 2 for 3 today with a double and a single.
Yeah, that was a big out for Eduardo. Now he can try and just get out of this with no runs scored. Like you said, there's some trouble brewing on the base pads. So got the 0-1 count on Wiggs. Runners go.
Oh, runners go. Oh, wow. Runner makes it for their head. The runner's heading home. This will be a close call play, and this will be in time for the runners. So run at the corners now. 7-3 ball game. Maggie Trempleson up to bat. I do not think he'll take him out here.
Yeah, now Chronic's got the K-Man reliever in. She's going to get herself a single. Why not? Help the mojo and help the team. There's another RBI. 8-3.
Yeah, no, I think that right there was pretty much the nail in the coffin for this game. Next up, Kyla Williamson, the cycle watch right here. Home run, single, and double already. A lot of speed there, so hits right into the gap, and that's a triple, possibly. And that'll be ball two to make it 2-1 count. And it looks like that'll be the end of the day for Linus Digby after the low pitch. Next up is P. Sabrina. I believe you said this was like their ace in the bullpen. Oh, that was hit to Wiggins. And out number 3. So looks like unless something crazy here happens in the next 2 innings, I do not believe she'll be able to get the cycle.
You know, that's probably the last chance we'll see for Williamson to bat. Eduardo getting a chance in the bottom of the 8th. Then the femme fatales will come again in the top of the 9th.
And that will be out number 1 here. 5 more outs here for the Sirloins. Next up is Preston Anonymous. 2 for 3 today with a double, single, and an RBI. Ooh, that one's hit. And that's going to be hit to the left fielder, and runner gets the first. So 1 out here. Next up is Boomer Carton with a single.
You know, we've seen Ed set the table for himself a little bit in this game. That's how he's managed to scratch those runs across, but he's got to be efficient. There's a roller to shortstop, 6-4. No 3. No double play.
That
a
might
bit of a
have been
slip.
Yeah, maybe a slip there. Maybe the controller like desynced right there. Who knows? But maybe a little blessing for the Sirloins. But they do only have 2 outs here, so not a lot of work they can do here. Oh, move out of the way. That one. 1-2 count. Oh, check swing. Looks at that one for out number 3. Go to the top of the 9th. Chronic having a strong lead here, 8-3. Maybe just trying to get any final insurance runs just to prevent any possible comeback here.
That was a great pitch to end the inning. Got Eduardo totally frozen.
And that was going to be out number 1. Runner, but fielder gets it. Next up is Zoe Toblum with a 1 for 4 today. Not hitting that great, but her team has rallied around her. So Lloyd Cook looks like he'll get that in time for out number 2. 1 more out here for the Chronic Lies just to get something, maybe some final, maybe mojo. That's going to be strike 1 inside. Ball 1 makes it a 1-1 count. And ball 2 makes it a 2-1 count. Strike 2, 2-2 count here. K-Man activates, and that'll be watched for a 3-2 count now. Full count, 0-2, and watches that one for out number 3. So, bottom of 9th here, Sirloin's down 8-3. Damian Rush up to bat.
This is big for Ed. He needs the runners on quickly. See if he goes right after the first pitch. He does. It's not how you get it done.
Yep, and now Willard Wiggins comes up here with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Once again, right, lines it up, but just can't get the good contact on it. And that'll be safe. Ish ballin' up bat now.
Yeah, I looked away for a second. I thought that was for sure going to be an out, but now, all of a sudden, 2 runners on.
And dangerous, a little bit dangerous here. Not, Chronic Fly still sits in a solid position, but P. Sabrina no longer up to bat. Yep, you got to bring in Filet Jones here. Try to get something big. This could be ball 1. Runners with a good amount of speed on first and third. And maybe Eduardo goes for steal. It looks like he won't have to. And runner, shortstop gets it. Throws a second and time. 1, 2, and ooh, not 3 there. Hammer and ball, long ball coming up now. 0 for 4 today. If there's a time to come alive, it's right now. And he will hustle. Takes it there to the bag in time. Costanza up to bat. Rally here going for the Sirloins. 8-4 ball game. Still a lot of work to be done, but it looks like that work will have to hold off for next game, as that'll be out number 3. Final score 8-4. Chronic Lies takes it here in game 1 of the AAA semifinals.
Yeah, good game there to both players. I mean, that was really tight throughout the middle and throughout the right up until, you know, things sort of broke open for Chronic. Eduardo was competitive up until about the 6th, 7th inning, but really both players brought a lot of their best game tonight till things started to slip away.
Yeah, that was very exciting all the way through. You know, sometimes we see here on in these semifinal finals matchups where the offense is a bit slow going, but not here. I felt it was well rounded overall, and it was just Chronic that had the better day in the end.
Yeah, for sure. I think that, you know, this definitely doesn't tell much more for the rest of the series. I think Eduardo could easily come back, though, from the loss that he had. He threw a few bad pitches and Chronic was able to capitalize, but these players seem as even as ever. And, you know, in a 5v6 matchup in a semifinal, I think it's really going to be pretty close to a coin flip. So it'll be exciting to see what the rest of this series brings. I think we have game 2 coming at us in just a second. We got to get our stream sorted out here for that.
Yeah, you know, I'm excited to see that happen.
Yeah, so just hang tight with us, folks. We're going to go ahead and make sure the players are all good to go for game 2, and we'll be back with you in just a few. All right, folks, we're loading in now to Sakura Hills, home of the Femme Fatales, for game number 2 of this AAA semifinal between ThisIsEduardo and Chronic Lies. Teams exchanged pleasantries. Chronic Lies and the Femme Fatales came away as Game 1 victors a few moments ago by a scoreline of 8-4. This one should be exciting. Let's see how the Sirloins and Eduardo want to respond.
Yeah, you know, Eduardo, he had a bit of rally going at the end of the bottom ninth last game. Let's see if he could continue that. And Hammer Longbalo, just another out here. He's been struggling a lot this series, has yet to get a hit here despite having multiple opportunities to do so.
Yeah, Eduardo's swinging at a lot of pitches, and we're seeing, we're seeing some success in a lot of different innings where he's been able to set the table for himself, like you said, especially in the 9th inning of that last game where he started to rally a little bit. But it hasn't been enough so far to overtake the Femme Fatales. They've shown more power. It's been power for the Femme Fatales. As we see Costanza quickly down the 2-2 count. She hits one on the ground to short. Williamson throws it to first in time. And now there's 2 outs for Preston and Anonymous.
Yeah, Preston Anonymous had a solid game last time. Let's see if he could bring that here again for Sirloins.
That is true. Preston hits it hard, deep to left field. Left fielder is back to the warning track. Looks like she will make the catch right in front of it, does Wiggs. So that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom half of the first. No runs, no hits for the Sirloins, and brings up Kyla Williamson, the leadoff hitter for the Femme Fatales against Bugsy Snuggs.
I'd like to make a little mention here that we're playing at Sakura Fields here, and Sakura's one of the bigger stadiums in SMB. And that could play a factor here. We just saw there, home runs, maybe in other stadiums, just being shy of the wall.
That is true. Kyla Williamson, though, doesn't care. She hits it right into the left center field gap, and that gets all the way to the wall. So she's going to use good speed to get to second, standing up for a leadoff double. But yeah, we'll see if park factors are something we can look into. As last game we saw some balls leave Red Rock. Red Rock, being one of the smaller parks. Sakura, like you said, definitely on the larger side. So a leadoff double for the Femme Fatales and Vivian Longbottoms at the plates. Longbottom swings at the 1-1. It's lifted to right. Longballer should get underneath it. He makes the basket catch, and there's 1 out. Zoe Tobloom digs in for her first at-bat, the catcher for this Femme Fatales team. She's always been a threat here in the middle of this order. A good strike from Snuggs to start off the AB, and the cutter crushed deep left center. Rushes back. Way back. See you later. That one's out of here. 2-run shot for the Fatales in the first.
And that shot there, I thought it was going to hit the big tree all the way in the back. Let's see that 443 monster right there. And just like that, another 2-0 early lead.
Yeah, Eduardo leaving a few pitches for Chronic to go after in these games, and Chronic has been punishing him so far. This is what we saw from Chronic on 85 Ego last season when we turned it up here to the semifinals. They handily took care of One-Eyed Seaman in a 4-game set. We'll see how they do here, up 1-0, and with an early lead in Game 2 in this semifinal versus Eduardo. We see another hit with 1 out. Gina Torrens sees a 2-0 count. Now it's 2-1. Runner goes. It's through the hole. See if she goes for third. She does not. Longbalo picks it up, so we'll just have runners at first and second. Still with 1 out. Things getting dangerous here.
Halloween coming up here, she could definitely bring in that runner from second and maybe even first, depending on how well it's hit. And it looks like that will... Well, she won't get out, but we still get 2 outs here.
Yeah, it was a double play ball, but there was too much speed. Ball was a little bit hit too slow, so maybe not your textbook double play ball. But so runners at first and third. Costanza dives, makes the grab, saves more runs from scoring in this first inning.
Wow, great stop there to prevent any more further damage. Boomer McCartan up. Let's see what he can do.
That's a humongous reflex grab from Ed to end that inning. Yeah, let's see if he can respond. Now down 2-0 in the second. Cartone swings at that one. It's 1-1.
Wow, just late again. Might have to maybe time up his swing just a little earlier to hit those balls or just go right past him when he has it right on the marker.
Ooh, Ed doesn't miss that 3-2 pitch. He hits it right on the nose and right up the middle, but you're right. He has had a few of those in this series that he hasn't been able to handle. He's got a leadoff runner on, though, for Lloyd Cook now. Cook got things started a little bit last game, getting on base. He's got no home runs and no RBIs thus far in the playoffs. He rips that to center. And it's over the head of the center fielder. That's a huge misplay from Chronic Lies.
Oh, no.
We'll
Runners.
see. Yeah, they're both in scoring position now. After the misplay from Chronic, second and third with no outs for Damian Rush.
Ooh, the center fielder is definitely going to be ripped up by the coach when he comes off the field at the end of this inning.
Yeah, especially in a two-run game. Those 2 runs could very well tie this up. 2 runners in scoring position. Rush hits it right up the middle. Banks picks it up. She looks the runner back. Eduardo diddles. He's going for home. He's out at the plates. Good play by Chronic.
Yeah, he most importantly right there, he stopped the run. So, and now it's a double play ball. So Chronic could very well get out of this inning without giving up a run.
That one ripped, though, into the gap. It could be extra bases. Could be 2 runs. Right fielder dives. Can't stop it. This will tie the game. Willard Wiggins going for 3. No, he turns around back to second. Ooh, a quick toss. Almost gets him. Game's tied. Runner at second. 1 out for Tish Ball, and this is big. Sirloin's heating up.
Yeah, great hit there. You know, being able to rally there. Oh, yeah. Another solid hit.
Oh, Tish Ball rounds the bag at first. Oh, my God. That got a little hairy.
Oh, that could look like both players are rounding. Ooh, interesting call here. He's going for the bunt.
He's got a lot of speed at third. Chronic has to be careful with how he plays this. Oh, and the catcher gets the tag in, and Eduardo into the double play. No! Oh,
just
my.
Not enough speed there. Tough break for him.
Yeah, just not.
Still tied, though, so.
Yeah, he did tie the game, but throws away a big opportunity in this one. We'll see if that bites him later. We're in the second. Costanza takes that grounder by herself over to first. There's 1 out. Pansy Banks, the pitcher, bats.
No, I think it was a good call by there from the Femme Fatales, throw that pitch high just to... Ooh, that one getting ripped into left field.
That was Pansy Banks stepping into one. The pitcher almost saw some seat, but instead it's caught out there and left by Tish Ballin. Brings up the leadoff hitter Williamson, who's having a hot series, as you stated. Ooh, that one sneaks in there. 1-2, Williamson pops it up to left. Tish Ballin back. It's more than a pop-up. It's down to the warning track. Just didn't get solid contact. That will be the third out. We go to the third, 2-2.
Now, but Hammer Longbalo still, well, okay, so I thought he didn't have a hit, but he actually did. But 167 average from one of your best hitters is not how you're going to win the series.
Ooh, he checks. It's quickly 3-0. Rips that one right up the chute. Eduardo gets himself a hit to start this third. There's Longbalo getting on base with some speed. Costanza's going to look for her pitch now. Eduardo going to want to try and get in the driver's seat early. Misses that one. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Pansy Banks is tense after the events of last inning, so a good time to take advantage as well for Ed. This is where Chronic needs to lock down and try and roll one over, possibly for a double play. That one hit, though, up the middle by Costanza. That'll be another hit. 2 on, no out. Adonimus has huge power. Eduardo feigns bunt, but swings right up the middle. It's off the glove of Banks. Adonimus has decent legs, but not great. Doesn't get to first in time. Ends up about as good as a bunt as the runners got to second and third for Boomer Cartone.
Yeah, that could have easily been double play there, but the pitcher muffled it. And just like that, Sirloin take a 4. Oh, my goodness.
Bencher. Oh, my. She has misplayed another ball out there in center field. A tough play from Chronic Lies. 2 runs, I think, were scoring either way, but that assuredly gave Eduardo a second base there and a runner in scoring position after the 2-run double. He's got the lead as well. This is looking good now for the Sirloins. He's got to build on it. Chronic needs to buckle down. Pansy Banks, their 37th pitch, hit on the ground to second. Runner will get to third. Chronic being wary as Eduardo rounds the bag. Records an out at first base. There's 2 outs for Damian Rush.
Yeah, I don't think that trick really works when you have a runner with 30 speed on second.
Oh, yeah, he is not very fleet of foot over there down the line of third base, so Rush needs to get a hit either way to get his teammate in. This one up the middle. Gina Torrens picks it up, though, by second on to first. That is the third out, but Eduardo scores twice again in this third. We go to the bottom half. It's 4-2. I believe that's his first lead of this semifinals. We're in game 2. Chronic Lies took game 1 8-4. That one lifted to center. Rush makes the grab. So there's 1 out for Zoe Tobloom. Tobloom had the home run earlier in this game. Big shot off a cutter. First pitch swung on, hit on the ground. Willard Wiggins picks it up onto first. There's 2 outs in the third now for Carmel Anger. Anger's in a 1-1 count. She fouls it back. It's 1-2. This one, a cutter coming in there. Ooh, just misses. Thought that looked good. Eduardo back with the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, hit hard into right. It's going to be a single. Longbala gets the ball into the infield. 2-out single for Chronic. Sees Gina Torrens at the plate now. She had a home run last game. Slider from Eduardo, hit on the ground. Lloyd Cook reaches down, can't pick it up. No dive attempted, so it's going to be a hit. And there's runners at first and second with 2 outs for Tatum Holland. Holland has good speed. What was that?
Yeah, I'm just saying this is their opportunity for her now to, you know, get some runs here. And maybe at least get 1 here, just shorten this lead, and no opportunity taken.
Yeah, that one hit off the hands. A good pitch from Eduardo. Sees Lloyd Cook make the play behind second base. Leaves those 2 runners on, and we go to the 4th. It's 4-2 Kansas City. Willard Wiggins at the plate. We saw him last game with some defensive web gems. In this game, he had 2 RBIs to tie it up. So he's been, you know, maybe player of the series so far for the Sirloins. 2-2 count to Wiggins. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's out number 1. That'll bring up Tish Ballin. Tish batting 400 herself. She's got great speed in the 8-hole. Looking to get on. She swings, hits it hard right up the middle. She will get a single. So puts herself on for Bugsy Suggs. Let's see if Eduardo chooses to bunt her over. Chronic's at double play depth. Eduardo swings away, swings it over and into the outfield. Tish Ballin's going to go for third. She gets in there, so a single from the pitcher sees us in a good situation for the Sirloins once again. Here is the manhammer Longbala. He hits that one hard on the ground. It's over to short, on to second, on to first, in time for the double play. Nothing doing for the Sirloins. Erased.
Yeah, just couldn't get anything there, but they still hold on to a 4-2 lead here.
Yeah, keeping the lead going to the 4th. Bertha Banks hits it over to third. Cartone makes a good diving catch.
Yeah, that was a solid dive here.
That one was hit off the end of the bat a little bit by Bertha Banks, and now we see Evelyn Wiggs step into the box. She hits that one up the middle. This will be a 1-out single in this 4th inning. The pitcher, Pansy Banks. Looks like she's going to get pinch hit for. It's Collins Kane once again getting a chance here. Two quick strikes to Kane. She hits that one hard, though. The 0-2 pitch, Tish Ballin picks it up right off her shoe tops. It's the 2nd out recorded. Kyla Williamson, the leadoff hitter, bat. She's hitting .571 in this series. Gotta watch out for her. She swings at the first pitch, though, off the hands. Willard Wiggins behind short. Should be able to handle it, and he does. So we go to the 5th. It's still 4-2. Nothing doing for the Fatales.
You know, they have, ever since that first inning, they really haven't been able to get much momentum going. They're getting some hits here and there, but they're not really being able to string it together like they really were in game 1.
It is Costanza leading off. She rips that one into the right center field gap. That'll be extra bases for her to lead off this fifth. Eduardo continues to put himself in good situations. What was that?
Yeah, I was just saying like an easy double there.
Oh, yeah, nice. Standing up, Eduardo seems to have found some timing, especially with that contact swing against the velocity of this Chronic Lies pen. Another one hit over the head of anybody into the outfield. That'll be another run for the Sirloins. Stretches the lead to 5-2. Preston Anonymous getting it done. Here's Cartone. He had a 2 RBI double, I believe, earlier in this to take the tie to the lead for the Sirloins. Now he's looking to do more damage with no outs. What a pitch, though, from Chronic. Wow. Drops the curveball right on the corner.
I want to see a little replay on that one, because I thought that was just going to be an easy ball.
Yeah, crazy low strike call. Gets the Fatals out here. Lloyd Cook follows it up with a first pitch single. So first and second for Damian Rush and 1 out. Rush hits that one off the hands. It's going to be foul. Next pitch to Damian. Swung on and missed. It's in the dirt. It's 0-2. He's got Whiffer engaged as well. Still swings at it. Still makes contact. Puts it into right field. I don't think anybody's going to have a chance to tag up as Longbottom makes the grab. There's 2 outs. And Willard Wiggins and his RBI dud will get a chance. Willard swings at the first pitch, pops it up to center. Center fielder, no guarantees making plays in this game. Tatum Holland, though, manages it there. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The run scores for the Sirloins. In this one, it's 5-2. Ed can't quite find the strike zone against Longbottom to start off. Then he gets a strike in there, so now it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch hit on the ground. Willard Wiggins picks it up, throws it to first easily. Out number 1 recorded. So we'll see Zoe Tobloom have another shot. She's 1 for 2 tonight with that home run. Eduardo goes back with the cutter. That's what she hit out of the park last time. This one, she looks at. And then a changeup on the outside corner, smashed into center. It's going to be out number 2.
It's definitely risky, going to that same pitch there. Like, it didn't hurt him that time, but, if someone hits home run with you with a certain pitch, I don't think you want to throw them that same pitch for the rest of the game. Yeah, but
I think that's pretty on brand for Sirloins baseball. Eduardo is going to just pound you with the same strategy and over and over again, and he's getting results as it stands here. It's 5-2 going into the 6th. As Chronic Lies lines out into another one, so looking good here in this one. Game number 2 for Kansas City. Like we were saying, these two very, very evenly matched and 2 very different styles of play, you'd have to say.
Yeah, it always seems like they sort of like swapped places game 1-2 now. Now it's the Sirloins really with that offensive advantage. It looks like he's going for a bunt.
Oh, almost disastrous.
And, ooh, that's close.
Yeah, unfortunately can't get the bunt down. The locked in Bugsy Snugs now has to swing 0-2. Tish Ballin's locked in herself at first with good speed. That one on the ground, foul.
He might even go for the bunt, maybe with even 2-2 count.
He hits it on the ground to second. That's exactly what he didn't want to do, and now it's going to be a double play. So worst case scenario for Eduardo occurs in the 6th. We see Hammer Longbottom get the baton pass to him here for his 3rd AB of the game, I believe.
Yep, 1 for 3.
He's quickly ahead at 3-0 and sees that one go inside for a ball 4. So a walk with 2 outs and Costanza at the plate. She's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Ooh, that one snatched out of the air by Moses. Nice play. Ends the 6th. We go to the bottom half.
Oh, just a nice quick old grab there.
Gina Torrens bats. She hits that one first pitch right up the middle. Mojo up for her as well, as we see Tate Malin dig into the box. Bugsy Snugs back down to neutral. The 1-1 hit in the air over the head of the jumping second baseman. That'll be into right field for a hit, so there's 2 on. And no outs here for Bertha Banks, so something perhaps brewing for the Femme Fatales. This is dangerous. Eduardo needs to navigate this.
A tying run here, and
Makes the play with Cook. Over to second, on to first. Ooh. If the runner was further off the bag at first, that was a triple play opportunity, but Eduardo gets 2. Great play.
That very well could... Oh, I thought the runner went for second. That very well could be the play of the game right there, depending on how this all breaks down.
That one hit into right field. That'll get the runner from first all the way over to third. But yeah, it very well could be. If the Sirloins manage to stay in the driver's seat for the rest of this one, that will be a big part of the reason why. Quickly with 2 outs, though, in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to see Ruby Green pinch hit for the pitcher. Eduardo still got Snugs in there. He's looking to navigate this. That one floated over to Wiggins. He makes the grab out number 3, so runners are left on. Nothing doing for the Fatales. Great job by Ed to get out of it. We'll see Remy Ferguson come out of the pen for the Femme Fatales. We're going to the 7th inning, and Preston Adonimus leads us off.
Yeah, Preston Adonimus has been a strong factor throughout this whole series, and once again, almost jinxed him there. But look at that, another single for him.
Yeah, Adonimus doing great. And now he passes the baton to Boomer, who's also had a good series, batting .429. He lifts that one. Foul, possibly out of play. Yeah, just gets out of play there into the stands. It's quickly 0-2. Remy Ferguson's pitch, high, so now it's 1-2. Swinging and miss, strike 3. Out number 1 recorded. We go now to Lloyd Cook. He's 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Batting .500 in this playoff series.
Yeah, the Sterling offense definitely getting a lot of hits here. Game 1 didn't really translate to as much of maybe a difference, but here in Game 2, it's made a much bigger difference here. Holding on to this 5-2 lead.
Cook stares at one outside the zone and then fouls away a forkball high. That one off the hands of Lloyd Cook. It's a diving play by Torrens. Over to first. Makes the play. Huge double play. These two trading web gems.
And I don't know if you saw there, but that was fitness down for the second baseman. So it looks like it came at a cost here for the Femme Fatales.
Yeah, sprained wrist there to Gina Torrens. We'll see if that plays into anything for the remainder of this one as we're in the bottom of the 7th with Kyla Williamson leading us off.
Probably not worrying about substitution right now, assuming that the second baseman doesn't come up this inning.
Bugsy Snugs pitching at a rapid pace. That 3-2 pitch, though, driven into center field. Williamson's going to go for the hustle double. The throw, not in time.
Yeah, the bad throw from center fielder, plus the missed dive there. And now runner on second.
Lloyd Cook picks it up, though, throws it over to first for an out in time. Runner moves to third. Eduardo will take that as we see Zoe Toblum dig in. We're seeing Bugsy Snugs probably try and go the distance here, You know the Sirloins, but it is the semifinals, so we'll see if Eduardo dips into the pen, if he feels things are getting a bit too sketchy,
Yeah, right now, I think it looks like he's trying to force the pop out for Femme Fatales.
It's 1-2, now 2-2. He's coming back with the cutter. It's off the hands. Lloyd Cook gets the pop out. There's 2 outs. And Carmel Anger's digging in. She's got 2 singles tonight.
Next up is, Bugsy Snugs just trying to get through this inning. 78 pitches. Not on the kinder side of pitch counts, but, he's been battling here.
His accuracy's still maxed out, but his velocity and junk are dipping fast. The 3-1 ends up being a walk. The Snugs now Will he face Torrens or will Torrens get taken out? Yeah, it looks like she's going to get considered to be replaced with Regina Khan. Snug stays in the game. Misses inside. Pitch number 84 coming up. It's outside.
If Snug gives up a run here, I think you really just got to pull him because, 3-0 count here. We could get bases loaded.
Oh my, Eduardo just walked in a run here.
No, sorry, that wasn't bases loaded. Now it's bases loaded.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, I thought the bases were loaded. So he did not walk in a run yet. But he still can't throw a strike.
Yeah, the way he's pitching right now, he might, maybe, yeah, I think he noticed that and we brings in P. Sabrina.
See if you can find the zone with Sabrina. Coming back with the cutter, 2-1. This one popped up. Lombolo coming in there. He will make the grab. So runners stay stranded. Eduardo gets out of the bases loaded jam. We go to the top of the 8th. That's huge.
That was a big situation there. That could very well change the outcome of this game.
Eduardo's managed to stave off any sort of issues since he's given up that second run to the Fatales early. He was down, remember, 2-0 in this game and came back. So he has been in the driver's seat since then. He's got a hit with Wiggins here in the 8th. Tish Ballin. Check, swings at one. It gets away from the catcher. Runner gets to second base.
Fielder tree activates. Wondering if he's going to go for it. Or not activates, but already.
Yeah, you know, the more runs you have in a semifinal, the merrier. This one hit on the ground by Tish Ballin. It's on the Khan, makes the play over to first. Runner moves to third, so Eduardo needs a hit with Sabrina to try and bring this runner home. He swings at the first pitch, lifts it to left. Sabrina can't get the hit that he needs. So Eduardo sees himself scoreless in the 8th. We go to the bottom half. Bertha Banks steps up to the plate.
Sabrina is having, like, I think if she gets through these next 2 innings, just have a low pitch count, then certain ones could definitely fend off the Femme Fatales.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we said, the series, a coin flip on paper. 2 different styles of play coming to show tonight. Game 1 in favor of Chronic Laws and the Femme Fatales. Right now, Kansas City Sirloins are making it happen, but they got to get 4 more outs. We'll see a pinch hitter in the form of Haley Baxter step in. We're getting deep into the the Femme Fatales bench here, especially after the injury. 3 quick balls to Baxter. Four-seamer gets in there. There's strike 1. And then there's quickly 3-2. Ooh, and then misses for ball number 4. Eduardo just being too erratic around the zone.
It seemed like he was just going too hard there, just trying to get anything, but now 2 outs here, you never know what could happen.
Yeah, Chronic exhibiting a ton of patience. 1-1 to Kyla Williamson, the big leadoff hitter who's batting .556. Eduardo staying away from her. It's 3-1 now. Pitch gets in there for a strike. 3-2 payoff pitch. Upcoming. K-Man activates. Strike 3 called. Great pitch from Ed.
Yeah, just an amazing pitch there. Just nails the corner right there. The Chronic isn't able to do anything with it. Now it's top of the 9th. Sirloins just looking to get some final insurance run.
Yeah, it's got the top of his order in the form of Hammer Long Ballo at the dish. He swings at the first pitch, throws it to first baseman picks it up, throws it to first. There's out number 1. Costanza will bat 2 for 4 tonight. Double and a single. Fouls it away. Then hits one hard over to short. Williamson picks it up, almost overplays it. And this throws it to first for out number 2. That brings up Adonimus. Preston Adonimus has had a good series. He's batting .625. He lifts that one first pitch, though. Chronic gets in there with the center fielder. Misses.
Oh, my.
Tough play there. Eduardo's going to get all the way to third. That's a big oof.
I went from an out to a triple. I think I don't think I've ever seen a play like that where it seemed like the fielder multiple times like muffled it, but well, looks like Eduardo wasn't able to take advantage of that muff up there. So now we go to the bottom of the ninth, and Dwayne, this is definitely a close one right here.
Yes, indeed. We got a big part of the order coming up, 2, 3, and 4 for the for Chronic Lies. Remember, Gina Torrens did get hurt though in this one, so it'll be, I think, I forget the name of the player that was replacing her. This one hit on the ground. That'll be an out at first base. So there's one out here for Eduardo in the ninth.
Now, I do not believe that second baseman will come in. Well, it depends if the fatalities can get hit here. As there's already 2 outs.
Yeah, here is Carmel Anger. So quickly 2 outs. She's 2 for 3 there. She's going to try and keep the team alive here to try and come out 2-0 tonight. But it's Eduardo looking for the split. It's 0-1. This one lifted into the infield. Willard Wiggins gets underneath of it. He will make the grab for out number 3, and the Sirloins win game number 2 by a score of 5-2, and this series is tied up 1-1.
That's just a great performance from Eduardo there. Getting that early scoring, especially after going down quickly 2-0. Some teams they tend to get rattled if they go down early like that. Having to play catch up, but not Eduardo. He was able to just do what he does and just go through the motions, get his pitches in, get those nice contact hits, and as a result, he splits the series here with Chronic Lies.
Yeah, you're right. He really definitely didn't get rattled, giving up that big 2-run shot early to Chronic. Yeah, he tied the game up, and then immediately next inning got 2 more runs, and then he got that extra insurance along the way. And then he pitched a great game with his number 2, Bugsy Snuggs. Kept him in as long as he could, and then passed the baton to his relief ace to make it happen. So yeah, way to go for Eduardo to work on a good split tonight. I think this is the series that was promised so far. A split between these 2 players, but eventually someone's going to have to come out on top.
Yeah, both teams won. Did they win at home? No, sorry, they won as the away team. So
Correct.
With Femme Fatales winning at Red Rock and then Sirloins here at Sakura. Let's see if we've seen in the past where the away teams tend to win off more often, but let's see if that trend happens, or will home field advantage come back to play or later on?
Yeah, we'll see if someone wants to try and flip the script on that a little bit as this series goes on. It will be very, very interesting to pay attention to. Both teams with, multiple run victories as the away team, like you said, Chronic winning 8-4 in game 1 and then had 5-2 in game 2. So a split tonight. We have yet to get the rest of these games scheduled, and we're going to get with Big George and Yeezus as well about getting the rest of the AAA games scheduled in that series. And then we will have XBL semifinals coming at you very soon too. And we have the AA semifinals and World Series also going on other players' respective channels. So the XBL playoff action is coming at you hot and heavy pretty much every day of the week at this point. Wouldn't you say, Hummus?
Yeah, we've got a lot of nice action. We had last night's series, tonight's series, and I don't know what the plans are for the other ones, but I'm just excited to see what happens as both of these series begin to wind down.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the best part of the season for me. This is as exciting as it gets. Probably without playing in it as it could get. So we're excited to see all the results for all the players and everything that's going to happen here in the rest of season 12. And I think that'll do it here for us tonight. We really appreciate having everybody here. Hummus, it's great to be back with you in the booth. Is there anything you want to pass us off with tonight before we get going?
Nope, I got nothing else to say. Thanks for having me on, Dwayne.
As always, dude, yes, it was always a pleasure, and thank you everybody for being here. Thanks to our players for playing some great games tonight. Thank you to Eduardo for streaming. We'll be getting back with Urban for getting promos for the rest of these series now that we've got the table set for them, the rest of the games. So keep your eyes out for that, for the rest of the games getting scheduled in our Discord and as they get uploaded to our YouTube as well. So have a safe and pleasant evening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Take care.